Hello everyone, today I want to talk about some common items that may contain some surprising ingredients, and maybe you won't be surprised, but maybe you will. I know I was, and that's why I'm making this video. So on the left you see organic vegetable broth, low sodium. So you might assume that in addition to veggies and water that it might have some sodium, but that might be naturally occurring from the vegetables, or there might be a little bit of salt, but nothing crazy. You would be right about that part, but this has oil in it, which I was surprised to see. Oh, you know my cat. She is such a pain. Oh my God, I love her though. She is insisting on being on the counter. Anyway, all right, so I was surprised by the oil in the veggie broth. It's just so unnecessary, but it's there. But what I was even more surprised about was the sugar. Sugar, you say? Yes, there is organic cane sugar in that veggie broth, which I think is absolutely freaking crazy. Why in the world would you put sugar in freaking veggie broth? I think that's completely insane, and it gives it a really weird taste too. I just absolutely hate it. Now, I did not buy this. My husband bought like 4 of these, and so I did taste one, and then I looked on the ingredients like, why does this taste so weird? And then I saw, oh my God, because it's got sugar in it. So I don't consume that anymore, but he does, and that's fine. He can do what he wants. All right, the next 2 items are raisins. The first thing of raisins is a bag. So you probably could guess that I got it from the bulk section of this supermarket, and I did not think anything of it. I bagged up these raisins, put the little tag thing on it, and then I glanced up and I noticed that the ingredients list was a little bit long. It should just say raisins. Actually, it should say organic raisins because that's what the little sign said. But I looked closer and it said organic raisins, sunflower oil. Sunflower oil? Why the freaking hell would you put sunflower oil in your raisins? Why? Why? Ugh. If any of you work for any sort of food industry and would be able to tell me a reason, I would be fascinated because it just seems like such total bullshit. So I asked the store clerk, hey, do you have other raisins? Because it was Sprouts, and it's kind of a smaller one, so I couldn't find the raisins anywhere. And he said, yeah, but I only have organic. Is that okay? Yes. So he showed me this canister, and I looked at the ingredients, just raisins. So oddly, it's the bulk one that's actually less healthy than the one in the canister. So just be aware that raisins, they might have oil in them, so try to get a version without oil. It's just ridiculous. I'm not saying that fat is bad, but just adding oil for no reason, just empty calories, it's just, it's different. So, all right. Next, nuts. Now, this is more of a representation. I have my little jar of walnuts. These are actually raw walnuts. And when you go to the store and you buy packaged roasted nuts, it could be peanuts, it could be anything, check the ingredients list. And a lot of times I just assumed they'd dry roast without adding oil. A lot of times they're adding oil. Oil is in the freaking ingredients. So if you're watching your fat intake, please be so careful. So just get raw nuts, which is why I have these here, and dry roast them in your oven at home if you can, because that's going to be so much healthier for you. And even like the Planters roasted peanuts, that jar that I'm sure you've seen many times over, my dad gets those, and I looked at the freaking ingredients before I had any, and there is bloody gelatin in those. If you don't believe me, go and look yourself next time you go to the grocery store. It's so crazy. So these are the items I wanted to talk about. These were just so surprising to me. I couldn't even believe what they do with veggie broth and raisins and freaking nuts. Just, I can't even believe it. So I hope that this will inspire you to look more closely at your ingredients and to make sure that you're careful with your health and what you're putting into your body. Please give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it so very much. And subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me any questions and comments, and I will see y'all later. Ciao!